Hello, beloveds. It's been quite some time, I do believe. I've been on all sorts of journeys, right? Completed some and still some in progress for completion. But let me welcome you all. If this is your first time to my channel, I am a lover of culture and I'm a lover of deducing that culture into an expression of healing. And so lately, I have been on a journey um, towards service, giving back, teaching. And so I'm going to tell you all about it. So, welcome back to my channel. And my name is Ade Tutu. I have many names, but that one is who I'm channeling in this space. So, I'd like to introduce to you my findings of labels, right? Labels, let me tell you, they imprison us all. So as of late, as I mentioned, I've come to discover like some new transformations on my path to be a yoga instructor. So I realized I've had a skewed view, right? I had, in fact, my ETA. For those who don't know what that is, in short, it's a traditional head reading. It determines your blueprint for your current life journey. And it includes information of what you need to keep and to let go of to stay in alignment with your life contract to ensure success this time around, right? So I had it for decades. I discovered my personality type, y'all. Remember that Myers Briggs personality test? Yeah, long, long ago. I studied my birth chart according to Western astrology very, very well. Suffice it to say, I thought I knew myself very well. Um, I had labeled myself so long ago that when I took a look at the Vedic astrological chart, I realized there has been a parallel reality present the entire time. I'm talking my current path, all kinds of wrong interpretations, while the unfocused reality, upright, built to last. Like I was running an entirely different program at the same time another program was running. In fact, without these like frail interpretations, I would have placed my vibrations, right, a little higher and avoided all kinds of pitfalls. And although I'm fond of the wisdom it taught me, some of them I would have rather learned in a less harsh way, right? Labels is truly the formula for boxing ourselves in. And just think about it. Who you learn you are oftentimes differ from what you thought you were, right? Many times we go into situations and we think we know how it's going to turn out, and it turns out altogether different than what we thought it would, right? We just chose to ignore this part of the process because it's work. So what we see, we're obligated to fix. And most of us, because of labels, it keeps us chained to who we think people want us to be, right? That conditional love. And I take time out of my schedule to tease people about that romantic love because it is conditional. It's deficient of the oneness, right? Everything is energy. And depending on the vibration, it could be a solid mass or unseen but felt. So the vibration we set in motion depends on our labels. Labels determine how we see ourselves, how we define ourselves, right? We were all introduced to labels from the moment we entered this realm. I'm here to tell you there are other realms, outside of this one that you could be a frequency match to. So, what new information that expands in our life or not depends on our labels, right? It's hard to know this outside of loyalty to our labels. So, whoever people see us as, have you ever heard the expression, you can't serve two masters? Well, the brain can only focus on what we place our awareness on, but that doesn't mean other thoughts aren't still there, right? Labels, they keep us locked like to a chain, and make us feel as if we are only valuable if we represent this or that label. That's what some call the devil, but what I know to be low vibrational energy. Either way, the choices are is to adjust the frequency to our likings. That is our birthright. It is to have what we can only receive light into our eyes through prisms, right? Sounds a lot like prisons. In other words, these spectrums of light color determines the energetic vibration, right, that we experience. So whatever color we are vibrating depends on our labels. So I'm this or I'm that. When we vibrate in truth, our authentic self, it is our whole self, void of the labels, is who we are in the shower, not who we are when we interact with someone else outside of ourselves. It's always been an energetic transfer system in this realm. So some of us knew it and some of us did not. It's amazing. I haven't heard conspiracy theorists in a little while. And I'm pleased because this means the majority of us can see past labels. So the key to enlightenment, it is truly oneness. And in order to become enlightened, you have to go inside and kill the aspect of yourself that are tainted and without reasonable cause. And while you're there in that space, you have to take the time to resurrect the new you over and over again until you see what you desire or what you deserve. Either way, you can draw greater conclusions. It's called cleanliness. It's next to godliness. Odabo.